Hi all, welcome back to more D at Peleliu. This is my take 3 part 29. So just before hitting record there, as I left things earlier in the day, just a little unsure about what to do regarding this situation about leaving these unoccupied positions. And so yeah, I was having a little think there just before I started, and I think I'm going to actually go for this. Yeah, I said to myself I wasn't going to mess about and just do it. I'm going to move this into here. That is going to be my last action, so that means I'm not going to have an action for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in with the 2 units with the and one with the hero. We're only going to get 3 cards, or if I'm just going to maybe wait um, till next turn. See, it's not even as if I can get in position because we can only move one hex. Well, I thought about moving this guy up, but I could only get him to here. I couldn't get him to here anyway, even if I was able to move him twice. Anyway, I'm going to do this because I think, but if I do this, it means that I'm actually moving this. I'm going to move this to here rather than move it in. I don't know if this is silly or not, but at least that way, assuming this doesn't get reduced to 2 steps. Now it's a 4-step unit, remember. So assuming it doesn't get hit twice, if it gets hit once, we can get away with that. Well, either that or the close combat goes horribly wrong and we move back to here anyway, and that guy's still there, and none of this matters. Well, I'm saying none of this matters. We're closing this off still by moving that unit into there. Because if I don't move that unit into there, this can trace communication through there. If I don't move that, if I move that into the close combat hex here, then both this and this can trace communication through this hex and then this hex. So it's a way to stop that by moving that in there, but I'm reducing my card draws by 1 because that was a flamethrower. I think I'm going to do that. That's me using my 2 actions. I said I wasn't going to mess about. Just do it. We're spending probably too much time on this anyway, and I guess I still want to see if I can try and achieve taking these out might be a challenge in itself to come in here and take them out with the force is getting whittled down. There's not an awful lot left. Just see how good we can do. I mean, down here's horrible, so these could just keep coming along and really wiping us out. But anyway, okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. So what else have we got? Remember, we can only move 1 hex. Well, I suppose there's risks moving this guy. If moving him into here or here, because if this goes wrong, he's going to sit in an intense blue, isn't he? Okay, I'll come back to that thought, I think. This, I think I want to just move that in with ease. Maybe get on top of that guy at some point. So I think I'll move him into there. Remember, again, we can only move 1 hex, so so yeah, I don't know about this. 3 cards against 3 cards. We have got him disrupted. He will shoot at us first though, and then knock out one of our cards, and then if we don't draw yellow after that, we're probably doomed. And not only that, any hit that he makes, well, like I've said, the hero, well, it's only these 2 that be able to go in because we've no actions left to put this guy in. So, and this has already been sacrificed, this hero. This one, Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll come back to that as well. And there's nothing I can move adjacent to this for next turn, for instance, so it's not really much. Can this tank do anything? Not really. No, because remember these are not got a field of fire, so there's nothing sitting in our field of fire, so we can't barrage them. Actually, that's a good point. While you're here, Grant, what is this guy going to do next turn? Because he can charge that or that or that or that for that matter. Now remember, he's going to go to the closest. Yeah, he's not going to be able to hit a hex that fires onto the beach. But he's going to move within 3 hexes to a US occupied hex, and if there's more than one, closest to US landing beach hex. 1, 2, 3. Well, this is going to be 1 away. This would be 1 away. So he's not going to go for this guy. This would be 1 away as well, I think, isn't it? Yeah. This would be 1 away. No, he can't go to this guy. This is the guy that got attacked last time, yeah. So this is 1 away, this is 1 away, this is 1 away. So it's gonna be one of these 3. What's the next priority then? I think it's southernmost, is it? Southernmost, which is to the right. So right now it'd be these 2, which isn't very good. So I did say I was going to move this. In fact, I think that's where I was going to move that too. I might want to change my mind with that, and maybe I don't want it sitting in, because that's sitting in blue. The tank's full of fire as well. Oh, that's rubbish. That's annoying. And then, of course, our strong guy here has been, although the close combat went amazingly well, he's disrupted, so he's not up to anything. Is it possible I move these guys out of there so that he then attacks? No, then he'll attack the HQ. Because it's more southern than that. Yeah. What happens? The artillery in close combat do they still supply their 2 steps? I don't really want to do that though. I mean, these are pretty powerful units. Yeah, that's a bit of a mess. That's so. What I think I might actually want to try and do is move my HQ out of there and move these guys out of there. It will then go attack this, but I could at least double this up with this. No, I can't. I can't move 2 hexes. Oh my god. Right, well the best you can do is just take it here then and switch 2 of these about. Either that or you do put the artillery in, but then I could put this and the artillery into that hex. I want the artillery out of this tank's fire zone, or it can't do anything. And I need it to stay in command though. So that's a bit tricky. Did I take my chances and put the artillery in there? This doesn't have depth. It's a tank. It's got 3 strength. Yeah, so it's gonna get the extra 1 for the tank anyway, isn't it? So what would it get? I think it might only get 3 cards then. It's 3 strength, isn't it? Didn't have close combat, did it? It's not got depth. Actually, you know what? I think it's maybe just 2 cards. It's 1 for the unit and 1 for being a tank. Because remember, it's attacking, but it's counter attack. So it would only be getting 2 cards. Whereas even if I just switch one of these over with that, we're going to get 3 cards. No, 4 cards, because they're in counter attack. So that's not bad. But I want to move this anyway. And unless I move it to here, move the HQ maybe to here, I suppose I could do that. In actual fact, in some ways, I kind of quite like to maybe just move the HQ into there, but then if that's going to counter-attack into there, I'm not quite sure what happens regarding that. I think it counts as a step, doesn't it? It doesn't. It's not going to give any extra cards, though, is it? Let me look at that, actually. Interesting, right. Okay, so we can't move an HQ into... Well, let me read it. Page 23. 10.22, regimental HQs in close combat. You cannot move a regimental HQ unit into an enemy-occupied hex. If a Japanese unit enters a hex occupied by a regimental HQ unit, the HQ is considered a one-step unit for purposes of drawing cards and elimination in the ensuing close combat. That means if I do that switch with that guy, I'm actually going to be able to draw 5 cards in total. That's cheeky. And it gets HQ along to there. We can move that along to there. Then I know I'm moving away from this stuff, but I mean, this has disrupted this turn anyway. And it will be able to get a preservation move. Yes, it will. Is this? Yes. Damn. So this guy's... Well, hang on. He doesn't get a preservation move anyway. He can't do anything. He can't do anything. Right, none of these are doing anything. And the other counter-attack units along there, it's not within 3 again. So, I mean, yes, these could assault and whatever, but I can't predict. Okay, so I'm going to move this into here. And I'm going to move this into here. I'm going to move this to here. All 3 actions from the HQ. And I'm going to move the HQ into here. That's still going to attack that. Because it's the southernmost. And they're both as close to the beach and it's within 3, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Now, before I move that, I'm not doing anything with that, though, am I? Yeah, no, that's fine. And that's getting attacked. We've got units adjacent, so that's good. Okay. Right, I think that's good down there. So, yeah, the pain of this. I don't know even if it's worthwhile moving the units. Well, actually, he's sitting in steady purple anyway, isn't he? I certainly don't want to move him into intense purple, because if we get a purple R, it reinforces and then fires. So, I mean, I could do that. I suppose I should maybe move that to there and then maybe just move that in then. Yeah. These are all free moves. Infantry HQs and the hero. Part of me is looking down here again, thinking about it. But well, I did say that I don't want to be looking at B's, and I want to be looking at C's and D's, and that's where they are up there. I mean, I know it's unlikely to be able to just run in there. Well, if it hadn't been for that event, I'd be in there right now. That first event. Okay, let's go with that. So down here now, well, this guy can't move. He's not in command. This tank is in command. I can't do anything though. Then all I can do is move 1x, and that, I suppose the intention was to try and move it up that way. So I'll move it 1, keeping it in command of that command post. Well, that's pretty good actually, because then, assuming there's no daft events, I can move 1, 2, 3 and be in command of that next turn. Unless I'm moving that, but I don't think I am. Right, so that can't do anything, that can't do anything. These two tanks are in command. But, I mean, I kind of want to keep them in command, I think. I mean, I think I might have thought of this one going off, but I mean, if it's going off, if it's not in command, it's not as useful. If it does head off that way, then it really needs to go with the HQ. I think I'll just keep these here. This is a good one to try and barrage this down again. I've still not decided if I'm going to go in here or not. And then we're also going to eventually, I think, creep up on this, and then these tanks can support the fire on that, the initial attack on that, I think. So, okay, so I think the last decision to make is this then. Do we do it or do we not? Castle loss is 33, we are sitting 48, 12, 24, 28, 29. So we're 4 clear. Well, we can take 3. And this would be 1, this would be 1. We do have the sacrifice of the hero. Remember, we do only need to hit it once. It's going to get 1. Actually, I said it was getting 3 cards. It's got CC on it. Yeah, no, that's right though. 1 for the unit, 1 for the CC, 1 for the jungle. I think that's right, isn't it? It's only got 3 strength. Yeah. If we go in with this and this, these are just 1 step each. And the hero would give us another 1 for 3 cards as well. Yeah, it's a damn shame. I mean, I would have gone for it if I'd done that, but I feel like this was just asking to be messed up. Yeah. I don't mean, if you look at this situation, if there's an eye on the next Japanese fire card, surely something's coming, because we've got blue here, purple here, brown here. These are all out of communication. Yes. These are all out of communication. So is that. Yeah, so is that. And then, if this goes to plan, so is that. So if a blue eye came up, we're going to get an infiltrating unit there and there. But I'd sooner have the risk of an infiltration. It's a rare letter card. You know, there's none. If you look up in there's none there. But if you look at every one of the cards has got an R on it. Not apart from that one. Every one of the cards has got an M on it apart from that one. So muster and reinforce. If I didn't do this, we're guaranteed we're going to get something. So I don't mind taking my chances with the eye action. So I think it was right to spend my action there. Whether I was hasty with this action, I don't think so. Because, to be honest, that had a smaller strength. That was on a strength of 4. There's no way I was going to attack with just 4. I had to use that. See that. I mean, the thing with this one, he is disrupted. Why don't we just leave it? But if I'm leaving it till next turn, I'm going to have to spend an action on this to go in and get the 4 cards, and then he might undisrupt as well. So maybe I should just go and take the chance. Actually, I forgot there was one last thought regarding this, wasn't there? There's 2. These are pretty strong units as well. I could play it safe, but it's a bit silly moving them up to there, really. And I'm still pretty confident we're going to get this. It's 4 cards to his. No, he's getting 4 as well, is he not, Grant? Yeah, he's getting 4 as well. Yeah, I've got to do that. I've got to do it. We do only need to hit him once, and assuming there's no reinforces, of course, that would be horrible. Actually, if he reinforced, yeah, he would be able to trace communication. Now, hang on a minute then. If I moved that to there, is that any better? Don't think it matters, is it? You can still trace communication through there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And if I do that there, that can trace communication through there. So, yeah. Oops. Well, we know what this guy is. He's a 4 strength with a CC in the jungle. So, yeah, pretty sure it's 4 cards to 4 cards. And, yeah, we could have had 5 cards to his 4. So, what are you going to do with these then? What the heck? Well, mind you, maybe I should just leave them be. Because, I mean, if we do take that out, we're going to be able to go 1, 2, 3 into there next turn if we want to anyway. I mean, we can only move to here or here just now. So why not just sit tight? It's not really doing anything for us, is it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll just leave that. Right, just this to decide upon. I can't make my mind up. Because remember, these guys aren't under threat. There's no yellow field of fire into there. There is into there, but he's disrupted. We've got 2 tanks standing by to be able to re-disrupt that before we went into CC next turn. I've got to remember that I would need an action, and that is only just giving you 1 extra card, but it might be important. You know, and what else are the guys going to do if we take him out? They're just going to be starting to prepare to maybe move towards us, but they're a terribly weak force anyway. I think I'm going to wimp out of this, actually. I think I'm going to be struggling to spare actions next turn though. Grant. If this goes wrong, what was it? 3 cards against 3. So if he hits me first, we lose a card. I've got 2 cards left. I've really just got to hit him there and then. Because if I don't, and he hits me again, that's my card away. And he's got 1 card left to finish off the other guy as well. And we'd take 2 catastrophic losses, do we? Yeah, we'd take 2 catastrophic losses if he hit us 3 times. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to do it because I'm wanting the game to finish. You know, well, part of me is wanting to like plod on, but I'm not going to win. So it's like it's really about just trying to get as many points as I can. But just go in, Grant. Let's just do it. Right. So he goes in. And we'll have a close combat there. One of them came from there. Again, I'm not quite sure any of that's been completely cleared up. I think that was one Martin put to Mr. Butterfield for the next rat to clear this up a bit about how you decide where they go back. That was right, wasn't it? It's the one about yeah. Because I've been away for a while again. Well, it's close combat, isn't it? And if it ends in exhaustion, place an adjacent land hex or hexes closest to the direction from which they entered. Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know if it's quite clear that. Are you really want to do this? Yeah, just do it. Okay, right. I've moved everybody. That I'm going to move. So we've got 2 close combats to deal with. I think just before I do, I'll just straighten everybody up. Definitely not going to move the tanks, I don't think so. Again, we can only move them 1 hex, so sort of rubbish. Yeah, let's just be. Oh, actually, we've got a couple of disruptions to come off as well. Okay, we're not quite finished yet because we do have that the close combats to do, but these guys weren't going to be doing anything anyway. Just the 2, was it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to straighten everybody up and then we'll get these close combats dealt with. I'm just straightening folk up here and I'm thinking, what about these? I've just realised I've moved this along the beach. Well, I've got a choice. I either change it and move it inland to there. I can't move it inland to there. I don't want to do that. I could move it inland to there, but then it can't fire. It can't do anything because it's in this blue tank's field of fire. The tank in the blue position here. But I suppose I could put it in here instead of there just to get it off the beach. What are you going to be looking to do next turn? It might be better just to. Well, it's a circle. This would be closer. So I'd probably target that first. Yeah, that's still going to go for that because that's the southernmost, isn't it? So there's not a threat of that. Yeah, I might not really be wanting to use the artillery next turn. We did need to use it this turn because we wanted to disrupt this and we wanted to support the attack on that. Both these things have been dealt with now. I mean, okay, this might end up being undisrupted, but I've still got these two guys down here, you know. So I don't think there's immediate urgency. So I'm probably better getting him off the beach, and then next turn I can move him. Yeah, so I'm going to put him here instead then. He was here, and I chose to move him to there, but I'm going to move him to here instead. Free action from the HQ, so that he's off the beach. Because if they do get the artillery action, then it would hit this, say it was a circle, it would hit this before it hit this, because that's got 2 steps. So, right, I'm going to do that. Okay, so now going back to straightening everybody out. So, give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Right, 2 close combats to do. I'm just going to deal with this one first, I think. So it's happening in yellow. So he's inspired unit. He's the unit with the hero. Our weak force. Okay, so close combat. Right, in yellow, we get 1, 2 for the 2 steps and 1 for the hero, so we get 3 cards. That is that. And I think he's getting the same, isn't he? He's getting 1 for the unit, 1 for the CC, 1 for the jungle. Let me just check that. 1 for the unit, 1 for the CC, 1 for the jungle. Yeah, so 3 cards each. I just hope the top 2 of mine are yellow, and that way if he takes the top 1 away, I've got the second one to finish him off. One thing I wanted to check there was, can he trace communication? You know what, he probably can. Because we've got 1 step in there, and 1 step in there, and 1 step there. He can't go that way, but he could go this way, can't he? He can just go right through there and away. So he could actually build depth as well. Right, okay, well you've done it now, Grant. You've done it now. Right, they get to go first. The attack is in yellow. We do not want to see yellow. Oh, that's brilliant. That's superb. So we've got 2 chances now, because if this is not yellow, then if he does hit us, then at least we've got 1 card left. But I'd rather just draw the yellow here and be done with it. Come on, let's do it. Yes! Wow. Excellent. Right, he's already disrupted. He's gone. The close combats are working now. Wait on in the game. That's it. There was no event. That was a use withdrawal hat, which we weren't doing. The 2 cards go away. These will go back on top. Hopefully to complete another successful close combat. That's 2. Well, we had the one in Japanese fire phase that went flawlessly. That went flawlessly. So both these guys are in the hex. They're all going to be disrupted, but that is fine. So there we go. We can take the cubes away. Right. The next one. Hopefully the next one's going to go the same way. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Not if they can just not hit me in the first card. It's going to make me feel pretty confident I can get them. Right, so all that's disrupted. Right, and then we're going to get that stuff. Now this is in blue. Okay. So again, these disrupted though. And yeah, we weren't able to bring our infantry HQ. Well, we chose not to. Let's hope that doesn't bite us in the bum. Right, so same again. Yeah, it's one of these hexes that doesn't have much jungle in it, but it's got a bit of jungle in it, so I've got to give it the benefit of the doubt, I suppose. So 4 cards for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. All nice blue cards, hopefully. And he's going to get 4 as well, I think. 1 for the unit, one for the 4 strength, one for the CC, one for the jungle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hang on. Right, I'm going to have to go away, but I mean, it's just this to do to end the turn, isn't it? Right, let's hopefully just squeeze this in before I have to go. Okay, 4 cards each. They're going to go first. They are disrupted though. We just need 1 hit on them. It's happening in blue. So here we go. No blue for them, please. Oh. I'm not messing about, guys. I'm not messing about the cards. Honestly, that's amazing again, because now we've got, I think, an extra chance to maybe hit them. But again, just a blue off the top here, I'll do it. That's used for a counter attack. Just blue, nothing more. Damn it. Oh, that was your chance. Right, back to them. And they hat. Rats. Okay, so the hat. And remember, we can only take 1 hat or things are going to get bad. And we discard. Please don't make it be blue. It wasn't. So that's maybe giving us the chance to just turn a blue card over here. Yes! CC reinforced. Doesn't matter, does it? It's drawn from that. No, alright, Grant. See, I've been away for a bit. If the US side revealed the card, or if the Japanese unit is out of communication, treat the reinforcement event as no event. Yes, it's no event. It's blue. He's gone. He would lose a card, which was blue. Did I discard a card from them that last time? So I think I did I? And that previous close combat, I don't think I mean, I eliminated the unit, but that's the way I've always done it. I eliminate, but before we eliminate, he has to discard a card. I don't think I did that, did I? You know what? I'm just going to have to leave it. I know that's not how I like to do things, but... So... There would have been 1 card. You know what? Oh, God. I'm just going to leave it. I can't be fussed about going and sorting that. It is something that some of you probably don't even do, but yeah, you'd be right in saying that, yeah, but you do it, Grant. And that's how you've always done it. To sort of keep into the same... They did have cards left, didn't they? Yeah, because there was 2 sets of cards left. Oh, it's going to be too messy to fix. What I think I'll do is, I think I'll look it over and see what would have happened. And maybe some of you could look at that and sort of... Yeah, I'm just going to leave it, I think. I'm going to try and have a look at it. Hopefully it didn't make any difference. I want to say that we would not have 2 cards, we would only have 1 card left if it didn't make a difference, but yeah. It's not something that's too clear. And you know, in the rules it says, I know. The thing is though, it's all very well me looking at the rulebook, but that's how I decided how I should do it, and that's how I've always done it. So that does mean that my card sequence is thrown off by a card. I don't know, you're probably most of you are saying, look, it doesn't matter, but it sort of bugs me. If it had been in the middle of a combat, because I did it one time and I didn't remove a card and I had to go back and fix that. But this is just at the end of a combat where I eliminated them and I didn't remove the card. So there would have been a card removed and the sequence would have been slightly different. I'll look over and see if there might have been some kind of difference, but I probably should just leave it and be done with it, shouldn't I? Okay, well, both of them went almost flawlessly, but I'm really annoyed about that now. About the fact that I didn't remove the card, because it might have meant that the cards came out differently. What you keep saying, Grant. Okay. Right, well, yeah, there's not anything to do more at the end of the turn anyway, so, well, you know what I might just do? I might just leave the cards lying. It is the end of the turn. We're about to move on to turn 18. Catch all odds goes to 34. We're sitting at 29. So we've got 5 again. And there's not going to be a reshuffle. There's plenty of cards. The deck was reshuffled the previous turn, I think. Okay, so quite a short part. That's annoying at the end there. Just that's bugging me. I hope I look through the cards and I can see that the same result would have happened, but it might not have been. Okay. So yeah, it's only 41 minutes, but I do need to take a break just now anyway. So might get back another bit later, but now I'm probably going to be wanting to watch back in the video just to see if I can see how that would have panned out. But I know I should just leave it. I should just forget about it and just say, look, it's just a little glitch. It's not something that really matters, because it's not even. I was about to look up how it words it in the rules, but it says if the card shows a colour of the position in which close combat is occurring. See, it says you discard the top card of the US pile. This is for the Japanese side, and remove a step. So it actually says discard the card first. I mean, I know it was the last step, the unit has been eliminated, but it does say discard the card. What does it say about the Japanese? Then, if the card shows the colour of the position in which close combat is occurring, discard the top card, then do one of the following. So that's the first thing you actually do. So you should actually discard the card, whether the unit's been eliminated or not. I know. Does it matter? Well, it matters to me. Right. I'll have a look into it and we'll see. Okay, I'll be back later. Cheers.